the last few years, that is to be precisely from 2014 15 onwards, there is an additional tax rebate of 50,000 when you contribute to NPS from your own funds. This is in addition to ATC. Under ATC, you get a tax rebate of 1,50,000. In addition to that, you are eligible for this one, 50,000 if you make the contribution on NPS. So till recently, till about last year, when you make a contribution, you got to either make payment through the credit card or you need to use the net banking facility. So when you make payment through the credit card, about the 10% of the value, not 10%, it's ideally about 5,000 if it is 5,050 rupees, which is about 1%. Yeah, 1% goes as services and taxes when you use the credit card. Otherwise, you need to use net banking. But when you use credit card or the net banking facility, you need to feed in all the details, like you need to provide in your the account number, the PRON, which is called as the permanent retirement account number. You need to give that details, then OTP gets generated, and once you submit the OTP, then you do the transaction either through the credit card or through the net banking facility. From last year onwards, NPS has come out with a unique facility wherein you can make the transfer just like net banking transfer to any of the beneficiary. Maybe you would be transferring fund to your friend or to your parents. So just like that, through the net banking, you would have added the beneficiary and you would have made the transfer. So similarly, you could do this with NPS also through the D-Remit facility, which is, they call it as direct remit. So let's look at that. Highly useful. So whenever you want to make an investment, you can just log into net banking and make the payment for the just like you make the payment to the beneficiary. You use the NPS virtual account. They will be providing a virtual account mapped to your PRON. So you need to make payment to the virtual account. So let's see how it happens. So this is what I was saying, like get the same day NAV in NPS through direct remittance, D-Remit. So what you require is a virtual account ID, which will be provided by the NPS. So use that virtual account and then you need to start making the payment through the net banking. So if you want to know the details, yes, you can click on this. It will provide you all the details as how it works. They have the steps over here, but instead of going through it, I'll just run through how it is done. So just click on open contribute, and that is where you make the normal payment. Here if you look at it, click here for registration of virtual account for making the same day investment. So click on that and then get same day NAV. First you need to register for that. So register and say continue, and here is where you need to give your PRON. This is where it is similar to when you make an investment. It gives you all the details and you need to verify the PRON before you make the payment with your credit card. Every time you do that, but in this case because you are going to do it only one time, and then you can make payment to the virtual account. So give the details and verify the PRON. So once you give the PRON, your date of birth, and verify it, and once you do that, yes, an OTP is sent to the registered mobile of where you have the NPS setup. So the OTP is sent, and once you enter the OTP, it gives all the details it gives the prawn number, date of birth, and what is the virtual account registration, whether you want to have it for tier 1, and in case if you have the tier 2 also, then it provides you with tier 2 as well. So you can choose whichever one you want, and generate the virtual, click on generate virtual account. So then it will generate the virtual account. So if you take, there is a note also, will be registered in just 1 day time, subject to the Trustee Bank. In this case it is Axis Bank, from where it generates the virtual account. And it also provides the, once you have this, they have the IFSC code also. You will get this in the email as well, so don't worry about that. You need not make a note of it, you get an email as well. So once you click on generate, you get an acknowledgement. So the acknowledgement number is provided. You also receive an email saying that we have received the details for D-Remit, so you will be hearing in a day's time. So once, it takes about a day, and after that they provide you with a virtual account number. This comes through an email. You get a virtual account number, and Axis Bank IFSC code, and all these are all provided through an email. So once you receive the email, your account is active. So all you need to do is log in into the net banking account and set the beneficiary. You need to set the virtual account number, use the virtual account number which you have received as the account number to which you need to transfer, and then you need to use Axis Bank IFSC code, and then set the you need to set it as a current account, and all these details are there in the email. So once you have done that, yes, you can start making investment. So just like any other transfer, banking transfer, you may get into the net banking and then transfer the funds to your virtual account. Your virtual account will be mapped to the prawn account. So virtual account is what you need to provide in your net banking system. So once you do that, generally in 1 day time, it is said, like if you make investment before 9 a.m., then same day it gets the funds gets reflected in the NPS account. But after, if it is after 9:30, then the subsequent day is when you get that investment reflected in your NPS account. So that way it is much more easy compared to, because the advantage here is that every time you don't need to provide your prawn, you don't need to verify the prawn with the OTP. That's not, it's all done. So you can directly enter into the net banking and just transfer the fund as you do it for any of the beneficiary. And since you're not using the credit card, you will save the 1% charges as well. Suppose if you make an investment of 5,050 rupees is generally goes as that charges, or if it is 10,100 rupees plus goes as charges and taxes. So in this case, those charges are not applicable as well. Hope you found this useful. Thank you.